This is Lacey Rice with KYSports.tv talking to head coach Christina Coleman of Kentucky State University Volleyball. How you doing today, Coach?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Coach, you had a very successful season once again this year. You were conference champions in the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. And once again, your ladies went to the NCAA Division II volleyball tournament. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit more about your season? How it went as far as your expectations and who some of your star players were.
Well, I thought the season went pretty well. My expectations were to go in to win the whole entire time. So I think we exceeded those expectations primarily for the fact that I knew we would be a good team and I knew we would step up and shock some people this year. I lost Player of the Year last year, and I'm not sure a lot of people expected us to be as good as we were due to the loss of, first team off conference, Latasha Scott, and then we had Emily Grieshaber, which was the two-time Player of the Year. So we pretty much did what I knew we would do coming in. I knew we would shock some non-conference people, and that was our goal, to go ahead and beat some of those people that didn't think we would have the type of team the caliber of team that we had.
Okay.
Some of my star players this season were Tajay Jones, which she was a junior college transfer out of Kansas. And she just pretty much took over right where Emily left off. She played outside hitter for me. I think she was player of the week a couple times. I want to say 3 times. And she played pretty well for us. She stepped up and she was tough. And just did all the things that she needed to do in taking on that role. Another key for me was I have the juniors, that junior class, well, they've been together since they were freshmen, so they were expected to compete. They were a part of that team that won their first conference championship, so they were expected to compete, and they were expected to lead the team to that championship. So my expectations were high going in, and I knew what I was bringing in, and I knew what I lost. So we were hungry because of that conference championship loss. The previous season, so we were hungry going in, so I knew what we were going to do.
Okay. How many years have you been at Kentucky State?
I've been at Kentucky State for 4 years.
Okay, and you won conference championship twice, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so, that's a really big deal. As far as the NCAAs, how did things go there?
It went pretty well. There was a few hiccups in the tournament, but overall we did well. I just think that we didn't play to win. We came out, we kept up pretty well with them that first match, and then we just kind of lost our heads that second match. A lot of people didn't know that weren't there that the game was delayed 2 hours past the time that we were supposed to start. They had a leak in the ceiling, which caused us to have to kind of start over and re-warm up and try to keep the girls ready to go, and time just got late, but we did pretty good. We came out fired up, ready to go. We fared pretty well, but we'll be hungry next season to come back and do a lot better in the postseason.
Okay. Well, I know delays are always tough and always throws everyone off of their schedule, especially if you're traveling. Because you played in Florida, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what team did you play?
We played West Palm Beach.
So they were pretty much at home.
Yes, they were the home team. We played the number one seeded team.
Okay. So that was tough, having a delay and you being a visiting team and everything, traveling all the way from Kentucky.
Yes, they were ready.
Okay. As far as the program, where do you see what's the trajectory of the program currently?
Well, the trajectory, we've come so far, we're expected to win. So You know, that's what we do. We come in, and a lot of teams know that we're going to have something. They don't know what I'm going to bring in, but they know that we'll probably bring in something that will win. So, you know, we have a huge red target on our back, and, you know, when I recruit them, I make sure they understand what kind of program that they're going to and what is going to be the expectation. So it's the bar set pretty high for Kentucky State volleyball right now.
Okay. Now, you are also a product of Kentucky State University
Yes, sir.
athletics. Can you
Yes,
tell
sir.
us a little bit about that?
Well, I came to Kentucky State originally to run track, and I decided that I'm actually a three-sport athlete, volleyball, basketball, and track, but I understood once I got to college that doing three sports would, you know, that wasn't going to fare out. So I actually decided to go ahead and walk on to the volleyball team because I was already there on a track scholarship. So I walked on to the volleyball team. I played there for 4 years, and that's pretty much how I got started. I coached some club teams, and you know, I was always on the volleyball circuit as well as the track and field circuit. So, you know, that's just how I got started. I came there to run track, world-class athlete, and then I walked on to the volleyball, and then the sky was the limit from there.
Okay. All right. Well, one final thing, as far as recruiting.
Yes, sir.
Have you signed any recruits yet, or will you be looking to sign some recruits in the near future?
Yes, I actually have not signed anyone just of yet. We haven't had any early signees, but the April 17th deadline, I will definitely have a few players coming in. I only lost 2 players, a libero and a middle hitter. So I am definitely going to be hitting the recruiting trail, trying to fill those positions, and I always try to find players that are going to make my gym better, that are going to push the players that I already have to make the team that much more powerful. Because you just never know, you know, you want to always have a lot of depth, because you just never know, people, you know, things happen. So we want to be prepared for any given situation going forward.
Okay. Well, Coach, we definitely congratulate you on
Thank you.
your season.
Thank you.
And on your accomplishments. And we also thank you very much for taking this time out to talk to us today.
No problem. Have a good day.